Alright guys, so I'm gonna catch up to speed right now. I haven't been recording because I'm on a timeline, but definitely the block is painted all around. I went with a normal cast color, but it'll fade differently when the temperature rises. I got the pan going, I got the crossover, I got the little thing, it's called the crossover tube thing for the oil pan, water pump, tensioner, bracket for the alternator. I gotta wait tomorrow for the gaskets for the tube in the oil pan. Took everything apart because it had a lot of gunk in it, and these gaskets are torn apart. So they'll be here tomorrow. I'll finish that when they come in. But otherwise, I do have the front cover that's painted over there too as well. Very shiny and good. I do have the baffle. This is an improved racing baffle for the LS2. And then I have the valve cover, another bracket and pulley, 2 motor mounts, and a bracket for the V-belt as well, painted and prepped and all that kind of stuff. Look at the trunk. Honestly, it's getting a little bit less and less stuff inside of it. The starter's already prepped and painted already. I'm gonna leave the alternator alone. It's already cool what it is like there. I'll just leave it alone. I have these 2 prime. I do have special paint coming through. These are gonna get thrown away. I'm going with a different style rocker, so can't use those. Camshafts in there. I'm gonna get rid of that. It's gonna be like a little trophy thing. Make a little thing around the house. But yeah, we're coming along really nice. I plan to do the bottom end, I think, next episode. I just running out of time. Still underneath the weather right now too, so I'm doing this while everybody's catching that cold right now. So far, this is the progress we have right now. I'll catch you up when I have more. All right. Alright guys, so I'm back from lunch. I did clean the main caps right before I did go for lunch. They're all clean. Bearings look nice. They're right in front of us. They have some wear, but not too much to the point that it's any other factor but wear. As well as the ones on the block, they were perfectly fine. They had some wear just like that, pretty identical. Even wear across all the bearings. We do have the kit for the bottom end. These is actually the LS1, but LS1 LS2 are literally the same fucking thing. So got these. Honestly, they didn't have any LS2 LS3, they just said LS1, so honestly the same fucking block. Just, well, same, you know, same. But you get your little studs and bolts for the winch tray, your lubricant, you get your nuts. You have your bolts for the side caps too as well. Those are 12 point, which, you know, they only offer. And then have the inner ones and then the outer ones as well for the bolts. And honestly, you got to read these instructions because their torque specs are different from the factory ones, which is a little bit better. I didn't want to put any fucking torque to heel, turn it 170 degrees or this degree and that degree, and you make sure you do it right. To me, that's just too much bullshit. So, do have King bearings, like I said before. These are standardized King bearings from Mission Motorsports. I was trying to get another set of bearings, but I heard these are the go-to bearings on the market right now, so why not? And I got some Plastigage from Amazon, which I'm going to need for the clearances for the bearings. I'm going to try to knock out the crankshaft bearings first. The crank is still sitting in the car, as you see, nice and polished up and clean. The block over there sit over there too as well. But enough of me talking, let's get this stuff installed, dude. All right, guys, let me catch you up to speed real quick. I've been at it all day today. Crank is in. Crank has been measured 3 times to make sure I have accurate measurements. No, I did not mess up each time I did it the same way, and I got the same spec. I am using studs, and when you do ARP studs, they recommend you to do a line hone on the main caps to make sure they're all even. And I don't do that. I didn't do that in this application, and this is why. I called my local machine shop. They said they're 2 months behind to get me in just for a line hone and a block clean and prep. And I'm like, hey, I don't need no bore, I don't need no deck, I don't need no fucking, crash hatching. I don't need none of that. I don't need none of that stuff. I just need to clean, I need to prep, I need it to line hone, and that is it. I'm gonna put the bearings in myself. I don't need you to do that fucking shit for me. And they're like, okay, cool. And they said 2 months in advance because everything is booked up, because everybody's trying to make their car faster for this new racing season coming up. And I tried 2-3 local shops around my area. I went one's like down the street, like that fucking way. And then I went on the side of Dallas. They're behind about 3 to 4 weeks. And then another shop was like 5 to 6 weeks. And like, to me, they got like 3.5 views or 2.7 views. And I'm like, okay, like you're not like fucking spectacular. I don't know how you fucking give you my fucking block just like that on easy shit. And honestly, I don't know who the fuck is doing either. It's not really a good rep of a shop. So in this case, I did measure the crank 3 times with Plastigage. Bearings dry, like it definitely had the same measurements. Torqued them all the same down. You see my sequence over there on the fucking pole? I definitely did them in 3, like the instructions say. And it rotates, Obviously, it's not dry. There's some fucking lubrication there from fucking comp cam stuff. It rotates like nothing, like butter. With that being said, I am going to do the same thing with the rods. I'm going to put new bearings in them. That being said, these bearings are 145,000 miles. Somewhere it's going to be natural, right? Due to debris and everything getting in the oil. And this is on the cap. So they're not bad at all. I'm going to replace them with some new King bearings, standard size bearings, and some new fasteners, because these things are fucking trash at 7,000 RPM. So these are very, very nice to have if you're going to rev at 7,000 RPM. I know on the LS2s, the rod bolts are fucking weak as shit. Even the main bolts too as well for the caps are fucking pretty much weak as shit. Some push it to the limits to my application. I don't want to take the goddamn risk. I'll spend the extra, $600 on goddamn bolts so I can use them forever and ever. These are an LS1 style crack rod bolts, and it has the lube on the back side of it. I am going to use the same rings, same pistons, same rods. This is going to be a stock bottom and lower assembly. The top assembly will be completely different, completely different. We'll get there when we get there, okay? So with that being said, I'm yapping too much. I need to get back to work because I'm running out of fucking daylight. As soon as I get my pace going again, I'm gonna put this shit on camera. But until then, let's get back to it.